Window washing's changing, folks. We're swapping out humans for drones and robots. Yeah, goodbye thrilling tales of dangling from skyscrapers. Hello to playing with remote controls like it's Christmas morning. These drones are zipping around, making buildings sparkle without complaining about vertigo or needing a smoke break. And those robots, climbing walls better than any superhero, except their superpower is not getting distracted by a pigeon. Workers now look like they're in a low-budget sci-fi flick, battling dirt with joysticks. It's a weird flex in the job market. Imagine your job description reads, "Must be proficient in video games, but it's just keeping a building clean." The future's here, and it's got us turning window washing into an esports event. Here's a fun fact that'll blow your mind. It took us 100 years to shave off 0.81 seconds in the 100 meters. That's right, 100 years. We've got fancy shoes, high-tech tracks, block starts, and training that would make a Navy SEAL cry. And what do we get? Less than a second. Back in 1924, Abrahams was basically running with horseshoes, clocking in at 10.6 seconds. Now, Lyles in 2024, he's got all the gear, hitting 9.79. So, all that innovation, and what do we get? Enough time to maybe sip your coffee. How much faster are we after 100 years? Let's just say the future's not exactly lapping the past.
Here's what that looks like.
Alright, let's dive into the bizarre world of working it weird. Today, we've got Michael Carbonaro turning the ordinary into the absurd. Picture this, hamster pellets from China, because where else are you going to get miracle hamster making pellets? Michael tells Antonia, these special pellets just need a sprinkle of water in a non-absorbent tank. So he buries them in wood chips, drops some water, and voila, a real hamster appears like magic. You'd think Antonia, whose stepmom is a vet, would smell a rat, or at least question the biology behind spontaneous hamster creation. But nope, she's all gasps and no guffaws, missing the chance to grill Michael on his fuzzy, fast-growing pets. Seriously, Antonia? It's magic pellets, not biology class. Stay tuned for more workplace wonders, or blunders. Alright, so we got Tony the Tiger here, trying to hunt down a peacock named Mr. Peacocks. Tony's sneaking up, thinking he's all stealthy and cool, but Mr. Peacocks, with his ridiculous flamboyant feathers, spots Tony and takes off. Tony tries to trip Mr. Peacocks, but he ends up just swiping at some tail feathers. Mr. Peacocks kind of flies away, but it's more like a flappy, awkward hop. Like he's not even sure what flying is. It's clear this bird is more about looking fabulous than actually surviving. Tony, realizing he just got outsmarted by a bird who's basically a drag queen, gets so mad he pees on a tree and storms off. And that, folks, is a day in the life of Tony the Tiger. Stay weird. Michael Carbonaro's out here pranking two ladies with this everlasting juicer. It's this little plastic thing from China, right? He sticks it in an orange, squeezes, and suddenly orange juice is pouring out like it's a broken fire hydrant. The ladies are losing their minds, like when you tell a 4-year-old the Easter Bunny's coming. He's all, it pulps the pulp, like it's milking the orange or something. One lady's like, will it work with all fruits? Lady, I'm over here thinking about the watermelon in the back. Then he fills a whole jar with juice from one orange. They're ready to call NASA. Blonde lady goes, I'm a major fruit girl, while her friend's squeezing oranges like it's some kind of fruit miracle. They can't wait to show their husbands. This is comedy with a side of magic, and they're buying it hook, line, and sinker. Ever seen a robot stocking shelves and thought, wow, even robots have better jobs than me? Surprise! It's actually controlled by someone in the Philippines for $3.75 an hour using a VR headset. Welcome to 2024, where your grocery store stalker is living his best virtual life halfway across the globe. Thanks to satellite internet, low-wage countries are now HQs for remote robot operators. Imagine someone in Manila earning less than your morning coffee, guiding a robot in Walmart. As US minimum wages climb, companies are like, hello, remote workers! And guess what? While those robots learn the ropes, Some guy in the Philippines is their underpaid teacher. So, next time you see a robot restocking shelves, just think, some poor guy is teaching this robot how to do it, all for a crappy paycheck. This Throwback Thursday, we're taking it to another level. First up, we got the real Tarzan playing aquatic therapist to his anaconda. No fancy loofah, just bare hands. I mean, what's next? A deep tissue massage? You gotta wonder if the snake's into it, or just plotting its next meal. And then, halfway across the world in China, people are eating in a pool. Yeah, not by the pool, in the pool. Tables floating among koi fish. Drop your chopstick? Don't worry, it's part of the ambience. So, what's weirder? Giving a python a pep talk under a shower, or dining with fish nibbling your toes? We got Cristiano Ronaldo and Conor McGregor. Here, right? Two big shots talking about their flashy watches. Conor, with his thick Irish accent, asks Cristiano, "Hey champ, what's the damage on that wristwatch?" Cristiano, being all mysterious, gives him this look like he's about to drop a bomb, says, "Buddy, if I told you, you wouldn't believe me." Conor, with that cheeky Irish accent, fires back, "Come on champ, hit me with it, surprise me." So, Cristiano, without missing a beat, spills the beans, $77,000. Conor, trying not to burst into laughter, goes, "Not too shabby, champ. Mine's worth more than a small island." And there's Cristiano, staying silent, probably thinking, "Man, my net worth could buy your entire country." Classic Cristiano move, am I right? About gas stations. In the US, it's a no-brainer. If you can drive, you can pump gas. It's like, if you're tall enough to reach the pump, you're qualified. But in Brazil, it's like you need a degree in petrol pumping. You pull up at a Brazilian gas station, and it's a full-on educational seminar. There's always a gas station guru there, teaching a newbie how to handle a fuel nozzle like it's advanced algebra. These guys are checking your tires and oil with the intensity of a final exam. In the States, we just hope the car tells us if something's wrong. In Brazil, it's like they're prepping your car for a presidential parade. And the windshield cleaning, it's not just a wipe, it's a meticulous polish. In America, if you manage to clean off half the bugs, you call it a victory. The best part, if they spill even a drop of gas, they act like they just cracked the Liberty Bell. They're wiping and apologizing like they've committed a cardinal sin. In the US, a little gas spill, that's just life. It's wild. In Brazil, being a gas attendant looks like a job that requires serious skills. In the US, if you can tell the difference between regular and premium, you're overqualified. So, there you have it. Sometimes more is just more. And in Brazil, a trip to the gas station is like attending a masterclass in fuel and friendliness. That's it for today's Workin' It Weird. Remember, pumping gas can be an art form depending on where you are. Catch you next time at UFC 298. Acting like he's the Emperor of Rome, watching gladiators. There he is, clapping as Merab hauls Cejudo across the octagon like he's delivering a UPS package right to Zuckerberg's throne. It's like Zuckerberg's thinking, should I invent a fight reaction button for this? The tech world meets ancient Rome, except here, Caesar updates his status instead of sending signals with his thumb. Just a typical day for Zuckerberg, swapping algorithms for arm bars, proving even tech giants need a break from ruling the digital empire to enjoy some old school throwdowns. Eagle's just vibing, right? Just hanging out, probably thinking about Eagle stuff like, man, isn't it great being at the top of the food chain? Out of nowhere, this kamikaze bird dive bombs it like it's gunning for an MMA illegal move title. The eagle hits the ground, spins around like it's trying out for Dancing with the Stars, and lands on its feet, all while looking around bewildered like, what in the world just happened? Did I just get hit by a rogue drone? That eagle was probably left wondering if it needed to start looking both ways before taking another nap. So, you're like a cheetah on Tinder, right? sprinting after this rabbit that's basically every match you've ever hoped for. And there's your buddy, another cheetah, tailing you, both eyeing the same prize. It's like, bro, this is a love race, not a buddy cop movie. That rabbit? Dodging swipes like it's dodging rent. It's like watching myself get outplayed in slow-mo. If this chase was a job, we'd all be filing for unemployment. Moral of the story: sometimes you're the cheetah, sometimes you're just the second place wildlife documentary star. And if you're the rabbit, how about slowing down on that marathon training, huh? Cheetahs out here starving. Imagine choosing a job where your office tries to drown you. That's these transatlantic ship workers. They're out there, making sure these massive ships don't turn into underwater Airbnbs for fish, while the ocean acts like it's trying to win a bar fight. Weather gets bad? It's like nature's own disaster movie, minus the popcorn. And for team building, they jump into the ocean. Yeah, because nothing screams trust like freezing your tail off in shark-infested waters. So next time you're annoyed at your desk job, just remember, some guy's out there playing dodgeball with waves the size of your apartment building makes spilling coffee on your keyboard seem not so bad, huh? Ever hear someone complain about their job and think, buddy, it could be worse? Well, let me introduce you to the world of snake milking. Yes, that's a job. Not a hobby, not a euphemism, a career. Picture this. What do? Oh, I milk snakes. It's not exactly a Tinder profile highlight, is it? Imagine swapping your annoying office Zoom calls for a face-to-face with a cobra. Sorry, can't turn my camera on. I'm in the middle of extracting venom. Beats pretending your microphone doesn't work. These snake milkers, they're not doing it for the thrill. They're clocking in, risking a venomous bite for probably the same amount you get for mastering Excel spreadsheets. There's Dave living on the edge. So when you're saving a document, he's saving lives. And what's the thanks he gets? Health insurance? A parking spot? Nope, just the eternal joy of knowing his milk goes into making anti-venom, not lattes. Consider this. Our very existence kicks off with a race where almost 5 million competitors don't even get past the starting line. If that's not the ultimate survival of the fittest scenario, I don't know what is. Let's talk about this wild ride called being human. You know, we're not bad people, but let's not pat ourselves on the back too hard. Sure, we do some solid stuff, invent tech, write bangers, and occasionally recycle. But then there's the whole, oops, just bombed another country thing. A bit of a mood killer if you ask me. Politics, climate change. We're all about it until it's time to call Grandma. Sorry, Nana, the planet's dying, but so is my will to chat about Uncle Vinny's new job. We crush it in the life creation derby, then spend the rest of the time figuring out if we're the good guys or just really good at making excuses. Remember, folks, next time you're about to passionately defend the whales or argue for renewable energy online, maybe shoot a text to your old man. Who knows? Maybe that's the real key to making the world a better place, or at least it'll make Father's Day a bit less awkward. Thanks everybody, and don't forget to recycle, or at least pretend you do when people are watching.